Greetings and welcome to our lecture for matrix multiplication. And on matrix multiplication, one thing that you should know what are rows and what are columns. So ideally, as I explained earlier, you have the L diagram. So whatever is in the horizontal, these are rows. So whatever we see in this format, these are rows. So these that will be coming in this format, these are what we call the rows. And whatever will be standing up here in this format, what will be standing up here, these are what we call the columns. Okay. So the columns, they are vertical and the rows, they are horizontal. So this is what you should know. So rows are horizontal, whilst columns are vertical. So in this example, we are multiplying a 2 by 2. Let's say this is the matrix A and this is matrix B. So we are multiplying a 2 by 2. Why? It's because when you start the horizontal side, it's 1 2, so and the ones that are standing there 2 as well. So that's why this one is called a 2 by 2. This is also a 2 by 2. So when we are multiplying matrices, what we are just multiplying, it's columns times rows. Okay, so what I would mean by saying columns and rows, so I'm going to draw this. So the first columns that we have 2 and 1. Okay, so when you have 2 here and you also have 1 there, you have seen. Okay, so these are the first 2 columns that we have, the entries in the first 2 columns. So these, they will multiply with the entries in the rows. And our entries in the rows, in this case, we have, this is what we have, a 2, it is multiplied by this entry in the row. So we have a 2 times 1. So we add this to our second entry in the column, which is a 1, and the 1 in this case it will multiply by a 2 here. Okay, so this 2 here, it's a row. So we come down here, we have also a 3 times, okay, this 3 here, it will still multiply with the entry in the first row, which is a 1, plus we come here, which is a 2 times the entry in the second row, which is a 2, like that. So we are done with the first part. So again, we will now come to our second row. This is the first row, we are done. We come to the second row. The second row is a 0 3. The first row, it was a 1 3. Okay, so now what we have on our second part, we are going to have a 2, okay, and we're going to have a 3, okay, and we are going to have a 2 times our first entry there, it is a 0, okay, and then we are adding this with a 1 times our second entry there, it is a 3 in that format. Okay, then we come now to our second law, and our second law have a 3 times our second column 3, and we are multiplying 3 by a 0 on the first entry, then plus we come to our 2 we are multiplying to the entry there, which is 3. So ideally, when you simplify all this, what you are going to get, you will get something in the format of a 2 times 1, it is a 2, plus this one here, it's a 2, this one here, it's a 3, this one here multiply, it's a 4, and then here you have a 0, this plus this 1 times 3, it is 3, here 3 times 0, it is a 0, plus 2 times 3, it is a 6. So what you are getting as your answer, it is a 4 3 7 and 6, like that. Okay, it's done. So this is how it's done. Now I'm going to show you a simplest method, maybe that will assist you instead, in case you are confused, say which is row, which is column. The simplest method that you can do within just some seconds at a go, it is the dropping of these. What am I talking about by saying the dropping? Okay, so this is what you do. You have a 2 1 3 2. This is the matrix that will assist you to determine what you are going to be dropping and what you are going not to be dropping. So you have your 2 there and you have your 3 there in that format. So I'm picking this one here. So you have a 2, a 3, and equally you have a 1 and you have your 2 in that format. So look at this. What we're just going to do is we're going to get a 1, the first one here, entry. We're going to get this one and throw it into this box. So it will come down here. Okay. So when we get these two, this one, when we throw it in this box here, we are going to have a 1 throughout here. So let me say you are going to have 1 here, you are going to have 1 here. Okay. Then you are adding now this plus, okay, plus the second one that we are throwing, it is a 2. Okay, so a 2 we are throwing it in the second vertex or in the second column. So we are getting this one, we are throwing it here. So we are throwing the 2 here now. So we are getting this 2 again, we are throwing it here. So it will come in this down here, it will be throwing. So here, when we throw a 2, you have a 2 here in that format. So let me use this. You have your 2 here and you have your 2 like that. It's done. Okay, then from there you come to the second one. You do the same way you have been doing here. So you rewrite the first matrix. The first matrix again, you rewrite it. You have a 2, you have a 3, you have a 1, and you have another 2 here. Okay, so and then you cross the brackets because you are done. Okay, so the first entry there is a 0. So 0 again, you throw it the way I've been throwing with this one. So this time we are throwing a 0. So a 0, you throw it here. So you have a 0 here and you have also a 0 there. Okay, then from there you add. Okay, say plus. The second one now that you are throwing 0, we are done. We are throwing a 3. Okay, a 3 we are throwing it also on the second vertex, so which is here. So a 3 again it will be thrown here. So 3 here, another 3 here. Okay, so you have noticed that what we have here, it is the same format that we have here. So these entries and these entries are just one and the same. So next, what you are going to do, you are just going to, let me do this, sorry, to simplify. Okay, so next what we are going to do, we are going to simplify what you have here. So when you simplify here what you have, you come to discover that a 2 times 1, it will be a 2 plus a 2 here. 3 times 1, it will be a 3 plus a 4 here. And then next what we are going to get, a 2 times 0, it will be a 0 plus a 1 times 3, it will be a 3. A 3 times 0, it will be 0 plus a 3 times a 2 times 3, rather it's a 6. So finally what you are going to get here, 2 plus 2, it is a 4. 0 plus 3, it is a 3. 3 plus 4, it is a 7. 0 plus 6, it is a 6. Okay, so you see that this format, this example and that example, they are one and the same. But this example seems to be a bit simpler because you are throwing the entries, or rather you are throwing the columns into the rows. Okay, so this is how it's done, and this is the simplest method I think that you can use. Although if you're okay with this one, you have mastered the concept, it's okay, but this one is direct and you don't need to waste a lot of time. Thank you so much.